Dear students, how are you? I hope you are fine. I am also fine. Shandit Kumar Varman, lecturer, English, North Loshasana High School and College. Now, I have decided to teach you transformation of sentence from affirmative to negative. I think you have some idea about affirmative and negative. Affirmative means yes signal, and negative means no signal. In short, I would like to teach you affirmative from affirmative to negative, which is called transformation of sentence. It's very important for your class. So I can start my class now for your welfare. You can see on the whiteboard transformation from affirmative to negative. If you can see a sentence in affirmative with only and alone in a sentence, and this if this only and alone in a sentence indicates or qualify any personal noun or man or person, then you can change none but instead of only and alone. Totally, you can expunge or you can delete only and alone in a negative sentence. You can use none but. Only and only or alone, delete, and include none but instead of only and alone if this only and alone indicates or qualified the man or person, noun. Just we can see on the whiteboard example, only the boy reads English. Only the boy reads English. This only indicates or qualified the personal noun pronoun the boy. For this reason, deleting only, you can set up or you can use none but for only. Change only, boycott only, as it indicates the noun or man, and you can use none but for this reason. And it is affirmative sentence and it is negative. Affirmative to negative. That means if in a affirmative sentence only and alone indicates man or person, you can change only and alone, and in that seat or place, you can use non-verb. It's okay. And through this rules and regulation of from affirmative to negative, you can change easily the sentence. Very easy. Only and alone. Okay, I think you have understood my teaching. Only and alone. Non-verb. Only alone if indicates or qualified man, and you can change non-verb instead of only and alone. Okay. Now we can start another rules. Another rules. Only and alone. Thing. Thing. Nothing but. Nothing but. Nothing but. The boy likes only candy. The boy likes only candy. Affirmative sentence. In affirmative sentence, left side. In affirmative sentence, if only and alone indicates or qualify anything, object, thing, so you can use nothing but instead of only and alone. You can use nothing but instead of only and alone if these only and alone qualify or indicate anything of noun. We can see example. The boy likes only candy. The boy likes only candy. This only indicates candy. Only indicates candy. Candy means baby likes candy, milk candy, sweet meat, a kind of sweet meat candy. So it is thing. It is thing. It is thing. For this reason, we can use affirmative negative the boy likes nothing but candy. Nothing but candy. This only indicates or qualifies candy. Candy is a kind of sweet meat thing. For this reason, you must use nothing but instead of only. You should use nothing but for only to transform from affirmative to negative sentence. It's very easy if only and alone indicates nothing, anything, So you can use nothing but. It's very simple word, nothing but. I hope, I think you have understood these rules, very easy rules from affirmative to negative. Again, I would like to say or describe it. If in affirmative sentence you can see only and alone, and this, if this only and alone indicate anything, you have to change, you have to use nothing but instead of only and alone. Third number rules. Third number rules. It's also very easy rules. Number not more than oblique not less than. If you see in affirmative sentence only and alone, and if this only and alone indicates or qualify any number, so you have to use not more than or not less than instead of only and alone. If I give you example, it will be clear for yourselves. I am only 10. I am only 10. Only indicates 10. 10 is a kind of number. A kind of number. There may be many numbers in a sentence, and if only sits before the numbers, then, and if only indicates any number, then you can use not more than or not less than instead of only, because it qualifies 10 or it qualifies any number. Affirmative to negative. I am not more than oblique not less than 10. Not more than or not less than 10. There are two rules for only of numbers, not more than or not less than. You can use any rules, not more than or not less than, if only indicates or qualifies any number in affirmative sentence. It's easy. I would like to describe it or narrate it again. If in affirmative sentence you can see only and alone, and this only and alone indicate any number, so you have to change or you have to use not more than or not less than instead of only or alone. Thus, you have to change this affirmative sentence into negative sentence. I've given you an example of from affirmative to negative. I'm only 10, only indicates 10. 10 is a kind of number. So you have to use instead of only, not more than or not less than 10. It's a numeric rules. I hope you have understood these easy rules. Now I'd like to teach you another rules of affirmative to negative. Affirmative to negative. Very important for our example. Affirmative to negative. Must cannot but. Easy. Must is a kind of modal auxiliary verb. If you can see in affirmative sentence, must, you have to change must, you have to delete must, and you have to set up instead of must cannot but. Next you can use V1 after but. Thus you have to change from affirmative to negative. That means totally you have to use cannot but instead of must. If you see in a affirmative sentence must, you have to change or you have to delete or boycott must, and you have to set up or use cannot but for must. Example, we must obey our parents. We can see in affirmative sentence we must obey our parents. Must, and if I turn this affirmative sentence into negative, we have to use cannot but instead of must. We cannot but obey our parents. We cannot but obey our parents. Cannot but. Must. Must. I boycott. We can boycott must, and we can use cannot but instead of must. Then, thus, you can change this affirmative sentence into negative. Very easy. Very easy. That means must out, cannot but in. Okay. Very easy. If you concentrate on my teaching, I think you will do best in future. Thus, we can go another rules of affirmative to negative sentence. It's also very easy. We can see that transformation sentence from affirmative to negative. For any class, it's very important. For any class, high school, college, university, for all level classes, affirmative to negative is important. very very important. Both dot dot and not only dot dot but also, not only but also, both dot dot and not only but also. If you can see in affirmative sentence both dot dot and, so you have to transform this affirmative sentence into negative using for both not only and but also. For both, instead of both you can use not only, and instead of and you can use but also. It's a very easy or very interesting sentence. I can present you an example in front of yourselves. Both Rakib and Saqib play well. Both Rakib and Saqib play well. That means Rakib and Saqib play well. And there is both. And for both we can use not only at first. For negative, affirmative, for negative, not only Rakib. For and you can use but also. But also Saqib play well. That means for both, instead of both you can use not only, and instead of and you can use but also. For both not only, for and but also. To transform into from affirmative to negative, you have to use or you have to abide by these rules. It's very easy rules. That means I can start or I can express my feelings or express or narrate my lecture by such kind of examples or rules that affirmative, you have to remember 5 rules of transformation sentence from affirmative to negative. If in a sentence, in an affirmative sentence, only and alone indicates or qualify any person, in that sentence you have to use none but instead of only or alone. Totally, it is clear that totally you have to use none but instead of only or alone if it indicates any person. Very easy, and all the sentences will be same. Then in an affirmative sentence, only and alone, if only and alone indicates or qualify any object or any thing, you have to use nothing but instead of only and alone. That means you have to boycott only and alone, and you have to set up nothing but instead of only and alone. Very easy method of transformation sentence from affirmative to negative. Next, third number rules. If you can see in an affirmative sentence only and alone, and this only and alone indicates or qualify any number in a sentence, you have to use not more than or not less than instead of only or alone. It's clear. I'm only 10, I'm only 16, I'm only 40, 80, and only indicates number. For this reason, you have to use or you have to abide by some rules. These rules of using not more than or not less than in negative sentence. Later on, if you can see must in a sentence, in affirmative sentence, for this must you have to use not cannot but, then use V1, that means present form of verb. I narrate on the whiteboard, we must obey our parents. We use cannot but, we cannot but obey our parents. Deleting must, you have to boycott must, you have to change must, and you have to set up cannot but instead of must. It's also very easy rules of transformation sentence from affirmative to negative. Next, we can go both. Last one, both and. If you see such kind of sentence, affirmative sentence, both dot and for both or instead of both, you have to use not only, and for and instead of and you can use but also. I've given here an example. So for example, from this realizing this example, following this example, you have to see there both Rakib and Sakib play well. Delete both. Instead of both, you can use not only. Rakib will be same place. For not, you can use but also, and next words will be same place. Not only Rakib but also Sakib play well. It's also very easy rules. It's very easy for today. I would like to stop my class. I hope you will do very nice class. You will cut a good figure in your coming examination. Be safe. Be healthy. Thank you. Welcome.